One of the problems of netiquette is the internet connection of the student and the self-discipline. They use the proper way using the online class. An example of this is when the teacher was discussing their lesson, the students are not focusing by doing an off-cam, the microphone is on, and sometimes the students playing.
Ma'am
Support.
Georgina, sa gitna ka, sa gitna ka.
Hindi, support lang.
Stand, dali.
What's the meaning of this? Mr. Juan and Mr. Chenzo.
Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
What is the impact of the absence of netiquette? Imagine a busy street with no traffic lights or traffic rules, or a highly populated country with no laws. What could be the result? Complete chaos. That is also what happens when no internet etiquette or netiquette is in place when dealing with people over the internet. Everyone will do his own thing without regard for other people. It may even be a cause for cyberbullying. The importance of netiquette to e-learning cannot be understated because, number one, it governs how learners interact with each other and with the instructor while learning new material. It helps with communication skills as well as self-awareness. It establishes trust between learners and the instructor. Without trust, it is impossible for learning to take place. It also defines the guidelines to maximize the allotted time for each session.
After discussing the bad etiquette and its impact, we have 10 advices on how to deal with it. Number 1, always remember that you're talking to human. You should never say something to someone online that you would not say to him or her in person, especially when you are interacting with someone you do not know personally. Number 2, when in online, users should be kind, honest, and respect the rights of others, essentially acting and behaving the same offline in daily life as when online. Number 3, netiquette varies from website to website. What is acceptable in one environment is not acceptable in another. When you approach a new website, watch and monitor how people communicate and interact. Once you have observed their behavior and have an idea of what is acceptable. Number 4, it is important that you direct messages to the right people. With modern technology, it is easy to send message to everyone in your contact list. Instead, you need to spend time, focus your message, and sending it to the relevant people. Social networks can help you achieve that by focusing your contribution towards appropriate networks. And you can save people's data and time by being considerate with what you send or share. And number 5, make sure you are careful with what you share. It is always advisable not to share anything embarrassing, illegal, or inappropriate. You should set a good impression and make words understandable and grammatically correct, because it would be hard for others to read your works if it is not communicated properly.
Tips number 6. Share expert knowledge. Sharing is one of the principles behind the majority of internet services. If you are knowledgeable in an area, then you have something to offer. Share what you know, and it will help other users. You can share your experiences as part of this, both positive and negative. If you have made any mistakes, sharing this can help others prevent from doing the same. If you ever ask questions to other users, it is good practice to post a summary of the responses. This enabled everyone to benefit from answers and does not require each individual to do the same synthesis. Tips number 7. Keep disagreement healthy. People are always going to disagree, and that is healthy. Such disagreements can be about heated issues like politics, religion, and philosophy, or they can be relatively trivial. When involved in any such a debate, It is important to be respectful of the other people involved. Never reduce the discussion to personal issues and avoid inappropriate language. If you are going to provide negative comments, ensure they are constructive and useful. Tip number 8. Respect other people's privacy. When you are networked to someone on a website like Facebook or LinkedIn, you may be given privileged access to information about him or her and what he or she shares. You need to ensure you do not breach anyone's wishes by sharing any of the content they have made available to you. It is also worth mentioning that you should not use anyone else's computers, mobile devices, or accounts without their permission. Tip number 9. Don't abuse your power. If you are an administrator or facilitator for any online environment, make sure you do not abuse the privilege of access that your position may give you. Tip number 10. Be forgiving of other people's mistakes. People will make mistakes when they are new to online environments. Everyone has to start somewhere, so try and be forgiving of others' mistakes.
Good morning, students. Please open your cameras. Miss Basagre, where is your camera? Why are you always off cam?
Kasi po,
Miss Basagre? Miss Basagre, where are you?
2,000 years later.
Please respond.
Kala mo hindi kita papatulan, ha?
Ma'am, nakamute po kayo, ma'am.
Nakamute po yata.
sorry po. Miss Lazana, can you turn on your camera?
Signal ko po mahina. Po mo yung signal ko, mahina po yung signal. Nagcha-choppy po, choppy.
Okay. Wait. Can you turn on your cameras? Miss Nadado?
Ma'am, hindi po ako maka-turn on. Sira po yung camera ko.
Professional development is the strategy that educational institutions use to ensure that educators continue to strengthen their practice throughout their career. Even experienced teachers confront great challenges each year, including changes in subject content, new instructional methods, advances in technology, changed laws and procedures, and student learning needs. The importance of professional development for educators includes but not limited to the following. Number 1, students have better learning outcomes. Professional development transforms teachers into better and more apt educators by enabling them to create relevant and tailored course instructions for today's students. Number 2, teachers learn better ways to teach. Professional development for teachers make them more efficient in their presentations and course evaluations by exposing educators to new delivery methods, evaluation styles, and record-keeping strategies. Number 3, teachers develop better organization and planning skills. Professional development training can help teachers to become better at planning their time and staying organized. This ultimately makes teachers more efficient and gives them extra time to focus on students rather than the paperwork. Number 4, teachers gain knowledge and industry insight. Professional development programs can enable teachers to expand their knowledge base in different subject areas. And number 5, teachers want to continue their education. Professional development gives them an opportunity to step out of their routine. That is, they get to be the student instead of the teacher. This keeps educators engaged because they feel like they are receiving the professional help they need to be better teachers. Implementing professional education development has benefits for both teachers and students, but most importantly, it helps teachers become better educators and develop into competent future school administrators.
Thank you. For the teachers' professional development in the new normal, there are 3 aspects that actually surfaced along the two-year journey that we had. So una, for the teacher's development is the knowledge gain or paraan para mapadami yung kaalaman natin. And that is, na-serve, dyan na nga nauso yung webinars, yung lahat online, lahat virtual. So, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta on a physical venue. Pero on the comfort of our own homes, pwede tayo mag-seminar, mag-training, mag-workshop, and even do graduate studies. So, isa yun sa aspeto. Pangalawa, yung skill gain, or we were pushed to actually explore various ways, various technologies para mapadali yung pagtuturo natin. And that is a skill to actually go out of our comfort zone and look for various modalities of how we can bring learnings to our student without the burden of not being in a physical venue. And then pangatlo, the pandemic or the new normal pushed us to reevaluate the kind or the quality of lives that we live as teachers. Hindi na lang tayo puro turo, hindi na lang tayo puro work, but we were also taught by the new normal na we have to prioritize our health and of course our mental health in general. We can't give what we don't have. So itong new normal, naturuan tayo na that we have to have our boundaries when in terms of our personal life and of course our professional lives. So overall, tatlong aspeto yung na-surface sa teacher's development in the new normal. Una, that is knowledge. In the knowledge aspect, we now have virtuals. Everything is virtual. And then pangatlo, on the skills, being able to use various learning modalities online is a skill. And then pangatlo is prioritizing the kind of or assessing the quality of lives as teachers live in. So yun, overall, there are tatlong aspeto ang na-develop there are three aspects of teachers' development, professional development in the new normal.
Barriers to quality professional development. There are several barriers to quality professional development, which may be brought about the system in our workplace or the country as a whole. Some of these are, number one, difficult working condition, the lack of remuneration, overcrowded classrooms, the potential for sexual harassment or abuse, a lack of respect from school leaders and community members, violence in, to, and from school, too many needy students, and a lack of teaching and learning materials all contribute to such difficult working conditions. As they would be for anyone, these conditions, both discreetly and cumulatively, are often highly demotivating for teachers and negatively affect three important teaching characteristics, including teacher identity, teacher efficacy, and teaching professionalism, all of which are critical to effective teaching performance. Number two, systematic challenges. Many fragile countries are unable to provide teachers with salaries and working conditions or professional opportunities that one finds in other professions. They lack systems and incentives to encourage and help teachers improve their practice. The cost of these courses for professional development may add more burden for the teachers to consider taking. This may be due to poor leadership, limited administrative capacity, or inadequate budgets. Number three, conflict. This could be conflict within the community or country, or conflict with the teacher's work schedule. For conflict within the country, infrastructures and technologies needed to acquire these courses for development could have been destroyed or inaccessible. For work schedule conflict, most teachers are too overloaded to even insert courses schedule within their existing teaching schedule. If not overloaded, teachers are probably teaching several
have several subjects in one semester, it could be that they have poor teaching preparations needed compared to others. Number 4, poorly designed professional development. This last barrier is both a consequence of the above 3 and a cause of lack of access to quality professional development. For some countries or even in private institutions, the available professional development is not sustained and therefore available for only a time and may not be that intense. This may show budget constraints, lack of qualified facilitators, volatility, and logistical challenges. It may often reflect policymakers and donors' misunderstanding about who teachers are and what they do and how they should learn.
I will find a mentor who can guide me to achieve my goal to become an efficient and effective professional teacher.
I will continue to attend relevant seminars and trainings to sharpen and maintain my knowledge and skills.
My professional development is gaining more knowledge and update my skills by attending a training and even seminar.
My plan for professional development, as a medical professional, I would like to educate people with genetic mutation conditions in the form of counseling. After this course, I hope to enter a graduate school program which will allow me to do this. And hopefully in the next few years, I can continuously do this and focus on the pediatrics.
My professional development plan is to attend professional development activities such as workshops, coaching, and training because I believe it is through training that we innovate and through innovation we succeed.
Ako, sasali ako ng mga organizations para sa mga guro.
Personal growth and professional development is one of the 7 domains in the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. As stated in PPST, this domain focuses on teachers' personal growth and professional development. It accentuates teachers' proper and high personal regard for the profession by maintaining qualities that uphold the dignity of teaching, such as caring attitude, respect, and integrity. This domain values personal and professional reflection and learning to improve practice. It recognizes the importance of teachers assuming responsibility for personal growth and professional development for lifelong learning. As future professional teachers, we owe it to our future students to be equipped with the latest skills so that we can add value to their lives and to our community.
How to cope up with the professional development need ng mga teachers. Number 1, there are courses or workshops na available sa mga teachers. Subject matter or methods or other educational related topics. Isang example dyan yung mga instructional approaches or methods, remote learning modality or enhancement workshops na mga available sa mga certain companies na nagpo-provide ng mga curriculum or ng mga enhancements para sa mga teachers. And isa pa, the conferences or seminars na available. So ngayon, available yung mga online na mga seminars. For example, dito yung mga faculty development programs. Ilang mga seminars dito ay available ang mga CPD points na also additional sa sa record natin bilang mga teachers. So may mga faculty development programs, mga subject focused na mga seminars na available online or on-site kapag depende sa alert level natin. And also, isa sa mga gusto ko rin na professional development na plan para sa mga teachers is yung mga qualification program like degree program. Masters and doctorate in education is a big help para sa professional plan natin bilang mga teachers. And also, there are some certificates or there are some programs na talagang big help like yung early childhood education, child psychology. This will be of great help para sa mga teachers to really understand the needs of the children, not just the students na tinuturuan nila.
Observation visits to other schools. It is essential for a particular school to visit other developed schools to gain strategies, techniques and practices that will enhance teachers' professional development and school management. Professional Development Network. This is basically aims to set a clear expectation of the teachers along well-defined career stages of professional development from beginning to distinguished practice, to enhance teachers actively embrace a continuing effort in attaining proficiency, and lastly, to apply a uniform measure to assess teachers' performance, and individual and collaborative research. It is expected to all teachers to apply their professional knowledge in plan and design, individually or in collaboration with all stakeholders.
Mentoring or peer observation and coaching as part of formal school arrangement, reading professional literatures like journals, evidence-based papers and theses, and engaging in informal dialogue with peers on how to improve teaching.
Ah, oh, that's hot. That's hot.